today we have the first look at the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series on Disney Plus. For those of us that watched the original Star Wars New Hope, seeing that battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader was what it was all about. And then when we got to see the rematch in Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Episode 3, you thought that was it, really. You thought that one had to butt up to the other. But obviously we then got Rogue One, and that kind of changed how we might see some of the content in both Episode 3 and Episode 4 of Star Wars. And it's been announced, we get an Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which we're all very excited about. And in this Obi-Wan Kenobi series, there's rumours of a rematch again between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I've not seen the teaser trailer. It's not actually a trailer. It's, I believe it's a Sizzle reel, which I'm not quite sure where that phrase came from. If you know where that phrase came from, maybe I should know where it's from. Just leave it in the notes below. I'd love to hear where that phrase shizzle reel or snizzle reel or whatever it is, where that comes from. So I've got myself here this only out today, the Obi-Wan Kenobi official teaser from Disney Plus. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to give you some of my reviews. So here we go. I'm going to do that and then put in my headphones. Let's have a watch.
There's a hunger for this character to come back. The fans have been waiting long enough, you know?
You have been waiting long enough.
Something that's extremely exciting is the return of obviously Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, nice.
This is quite a dark time that we're coming into with him. Just being a Jedi, it's not safe. There's Jedi hunters out there.
At least he has this one task left, which is to keep Luke safe.
That's definitely a starting place for our story. The interesting thing is going to be where it goes from there.
Some imagery. Let's go back through that.
The most beautiful thing of all is that it's brought me back together with Hayden.
We are bringing back Hayden Christensen to reprise the role of Darth Vader. We couldn't tell the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi without addressing Anakin or Vader.
Have another swing at each other. It might be quite satisfying for everybody.
I think it will.
We hope that you'll enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it.
Kenobi. Oh, did you hear the breathing? Did you hear the breathing? Well, let's just rewind back a second. Let's just pause where that and just rewind back a sec, because there was a couple of images there that I just think are really exciting. And I just need to rewind and let's have a little look at these. Here we go. I love this. It reminds me, there was a maquette and a statue that came out, I don't know, a number of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine. That kind of post-Episode 3 Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan Kenobi, covered in dust, with a set of goggles on. And that just, what would Obi-Wan Kenobi look like in those years as he got older on Tatooine? And this is what this reminds me of. This just, I don't know if you can see this there. There's a bantha stick on there as well at the back, which is super cool. I don't remember what that creature is called, but we've seen that creature before. I love that image though. Obi-Wan Kenobi in his kind of desert wear. That's so cool. Let's keep going. There's a couple more. I really love this ship. Although my critique of that would be it feels very similar in style, not really to Rogue One or to A New Hope or Empire or Jedi, but that to me looks more like a Kylo Ren ship from the newest movies that we've had. I'm not a massive fan of those designs. I like the retro design. So there's something about that to me that looks a little bit like Kylo Ren's craft, but I'm sure these guys are going to get the era right, so let's not nitpick on that. A couple of shots there we had of Ewan dropping off Luke Skywalker. What do we have here? Do we know where that is? Could we work out where that is? I'm not able to. Could it be Corellia? I don't know. It's an interesting gold colour image. So we're obviously leaving Tatooine, which is a key thing, isn't it? We think, did Obi-Wan Kenobi ever leave Tatooine? Well, this would tell us yes, he did leave Tatooine. What do we have here? This location. See, that reminds me of episode 2, where Coruscant, and they go to the nightclub on Coruscant when they crash land, hunting the bounty hunter that had come to kill Padme. So that reminds me of that kind of style. There's something Blade Runner about this. I see there's a bit of lens flare as well. But yeah, I love that shot. I love that location. It does feel like the underworld of Corellia or Coruscant, that kind of image. Very Blade Runner, I would say. That neon always reminds me of Blade Runner. And then we have this shot here. What is this, a hangar bay? I mean, interesting idea. Gonk Droid. Did Obi-Wan Kenobi meet up with the growing rebellion? I don't think he would have done. But maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see where that heads. Then we get to these super cool images of Darth Vader. So let's just zoom to here. Now, these are glorious. So this is Darth Vader, quite obviously in his palace. And here we have Darth Vader talking to someone in a hologram. Is that Obi-Wan Kenobi? Or is it the Emperor? All we can see is a hooded figure. We're presuming it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it could be the Emperor. But that's a lovely shot there. I love the idea of seeing Darth Vader a little bit more in his own palace. I just think we didn't see a lot of that in Rogue One. Do I want to see a lot of Darth Vader in this TV series? Well, look, I cosplay as Darth Vader. There's a big part of me that wants to say I want to see nothing but Darth Vader. But actually, I don't. I don't want to see much Darth Vader. There's something about the mystery of Darth Vader, not seeing him a great deal, keeps him as this mysterious figure. If we get too much of Darth Vader, I just think it is losing that air of mystery. So it'd be interesting to see how they kind of work that in. I'd like to think that most of the series was actually just about Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I like this idea of Obi-Wan Kenobi going to try and hunt down Darth Vader, to try and convert him back, and maybe wanting to see Darth Vader turn back to the light side. And a big part of this story and plot, I'd love it to be something around Obi-Wan Kenobi going to try and turn Darth Vader back to the light side, really still believing that he is the one. The prophecy was that Anakin Skywalker was going to bring balance to the Force. And I think Obi-Wan probably still believes that, and maybe is wanting to go and track him down to try and do that. And then there was another drawing here, a bit closer. Love this. There's an element of Empire Strikes Back about this, him sat in his throne. I love this drawing, just a bit of a closer shot. And through the windows, you can see the lava pools outside, where essentially Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, got burnt, significantly burnt. So I love that. I love that you can see that through the window. This idea that Darth Vader's palace is there to torture him. It's take him constantly back to the place that destroyed his body. I love that, keeping him angry. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Then we had those shots of Ewan McGregor practicing his lightsaber skills. Come on, where are you? There we are. We saw similar stuff, didn't we, from episode 1, 2, and 3 with him practicing, and it would be really amazing to see a lightsaber duel between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader that mimics the fighting style of Episode 3, the passion, the fierceness of Episode 3, rather than the old just hacking at each other from Star Wars and New Hope. You know, we saw the development of lightsaber dueling through those movies, and it started very simply and got more and more complex. So I like the idea of maybe we could see what Darth Vader in his heyday would have been capable of. I love that. And there was this shot here. Where are we? Well, we're seeing the fire behind. So I'm presuming this is back at Vader's palace. And here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi that's come back to try and reclaim his friend. And it's just ending up with another battle. Because obviously we've got to butt up with them Episode 4, where Vader says, when we last met, I was but the apprentice, now I am the master. So, it would make sense for them to meet again. Because the line from A New Hope didn't quite connect for me with Episode 3. So the fact that they meet again, there's another battle, and Ewan McGregor kind of makes it out alive, I think kind of makes sense. It does make sense to me. I love that. Then what else did we have? A bit more Ewan McGregor. What was that? A couple of shots from Episode 3. What did we have there? This is Episode 3 as well. I can't quite see what I'm looking at. Oh, yeah, so that was just a couple more shots. There's an amalgamation of a couple of things there, actually, because we saw Vader's helmet. But nothing, I don't think that's anything. That's Luke, isn't it, I think? So there's nothing here new at the end, I reckon. And then the reveal of the title, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Original series streaming 2022. So they've not. I don't see they've given us a date yet, but this is exciting. We're getting Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're getting Darth Vader. Do I want to see it? Of course I do. I'm very excited. This is why I have a Disney Plus subscription, and I'm going to be really excited to see this when they launch it in 2022. What do I think of the shizzle reel, snizzle reel, whatever they're calling these things? It'd be nice to see a bit of footage. But let's not get there too soon. The danger is you end up wanting to rush ahead. And I love the pacing, the fact that they've just given us some drawings and some pictures, and we're actually seeing Ewan McGregor. Because they're finished filming, so they could have given us some shots or some footage, which they've not given us. Did I want to see shots and footage from the TV show? Hey, it would have been nice, but actually, pace it here. This is not out till next year. I would love to think that they won't give us a proper trailer until much closer its launch. I don't want to see too much, to be honest. I'd rather, if they gave us nothing until the day it dropped, I would be super happy. I don't want often to be spoiled. Trailers often give too much away. I love this. It's just some drawings, some hints, clues. It's letting us in the fact that Vader is in it. So I like that. I like that. I don't feel disappointed for not seeing footage, although it would have been nice. I'd love to see what you think. That's my few observations on this new Obi-Wan Kenobi official trailer for Disney Plus. I'd love to see what you think. Tell me what your views are. What would you have liked to have seen? Until next time, have a great weekend.